Okay, so we're here now with my 82 EXP convertible. Alright, tonight and tomorrow I'm going to work on cleaning the carburetor, because right now stuff is getting kind of gummy in there. I had it running almost perfectly when I first got it a little over a year ago, and just this spring it started running kind of funky, so we're just going to blame it on the carbs for right now. It will need a lot of other work, but right now I'm just working on the carbs so it can run half decent, because I want to take it to a convertible show, car show this year. So that's why we're busting hump on this. Anyways, this video will be more specifically about the intake system. So on almost all first gen EXPs, or the carbureted ones, will look much like this, unless you have the high output. The later high output had a snorkel that came across over here and hooked up just over the battery, kind of onto or into the fender, kind of. There's a few different ways they went about that, but anyways, every EXP that's carbureted should have a ram air snorkel like this up here, and it goes into a flexible cheap ass tube, just fine. It serves its job, and it runs into this main intake runner that goes to the I guess you wouldn't call it an intake runner, but it is an intake tube of whatever sort you want to call it, and it goes into the air filter housing unit. And then underneath here there is a valve or heat actuated solenoid that changes the vacuum pressures accordingly for as the exhaust manifold heats up, and it sends hot air and pressures up into that tube, and this tube just preheats the air as it comes in as needed. Clever system. I still don't like it. So you remove the tube like I did. Normally it fights you a little bit more than what it did for me. For me it just kind of slipped off because it wasn't exactly on in the first place. But nevertheless, next part is it will almost always be a wing nut here. Mine just happens to be an aftermarket black plastic knob, but they're almost always wing nuts on this aluminum air filter housing lid. So then you set this critter off to the side. Right there is fine. Just some place where you don't drop it, lose the wing nut, whatever, scratch the crap out of it, bend it, anything like that. And you got your air filter here. See, it's trash. It's been rotated a few times because it sits in here. Most of the air coming through here is going to hit this side right here. That's why it's all black on that lower half, just in that 6-7 inch space. And then you rotate it when it gets full, so the side's the same. I'm working on a really cool aftermarket solution, or not aftermarket, non-stock solution for that. Should be killer when it's done. So anyways, you take the filter out, and then you have a few of these oil and vacuum ports that need to pop out. So there's that giant one. If you don't have a cap on that, you should get one. And if your filter is dirty and disgusting like that one is, you should replace it. Almost anything under this hood you can get at Fleet Farm or Farm and Fleet, but almost everyone prefers Fleet Farm. I certainly do, so just go there, I suppose. But anyways, yep, 2 more vacuum lines here. There are these 2 hoses. You don't need to touch this one because it just connects that half to this half, so it doesn't need to be removed. This black hose, if you can remove it, great. If not, they're usually just a little sticky. Do not break this plastic stuff, okay? Sometimes you can get those at Fleet Farm, but they don't always have it, and they're not always the perfect size, so do not break those. If you do, I'm working on a video of fixing brittle plastics like those. And then, let's see, I got one more hose here, some sort. I guess I could, well, there we are. Yeah, so that's interesting. My other EXPs, I don't think have that valve. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they have that. And now, we're at the carb. So my next video will be on taking this out, pulling it apart. So see you later.